Hello and welcome to Update 6 on Hurricane Jose. Before this video does start though, this is proudly sponsored by Flood Glass and Window. Check them out in the link below. So let's get right into it with Jose. Like I said in my Irma update, I quite simply don't have time to be making all of these updates, unfortunately, due to some things that are happening in my home life, so that's why I don't have time to make a full-fledged update. But I thought I'd at least make this for you guys so you can stay in the scoop of what exactly is going on with these hurricanes. Thank you all so much for 10,000 views. That is a huge milestone for me. And cheers to 100 subscribers. I think that'll be coming fairly soon as well, so thank you all so much for that. Alright, well, let's get into Jose. I'm just going to do a little bit of analysis for you. There is some wind shear here, and you can see it rather clearly. You can see those clouds moving one way, and you can see those clouds moving another way in the lower levels. And that is causing Jose to run into some problems. So here's Jose right now. Currently, according to the Hurricane Center, Category 2, and you can see here, it's going to make that loop-de-loop and then head towards the Bahamas. So we'll see what happens there, but it's still continuing in this general direction. And they'll be making that loop-de-loop here relatively shortly. And, well, that is what the Hurricane Center is saying is going to happen as well. Here's the Hurricane Center's forecast for Jose, and you can see it right here. Expected to be a hurricane throughout before it does head up north. Bahamas, you are within the cone of uncertainty. The center circulation could go over your area. No, this isn't a major hurricane like Irma or like Joaquin, which happened back in 15, or like Matthew, which did do some damage. These systems are still pretty powerful. I mean, this is a hurricane here that we're talking about, and hurricanes are very powerful systems. And so if you're within the cone of uncertainty, you still need to get prepared. You need to get your hurricane plan in place no matter how weak the hurricane is expected to be, because let's be honest, when Irma was right around here and it was headed up, they were expecting a Category 3 landfall, maybe not even a landfall, and that is what happened. But models were at first not even indicating the storm would head up this way. So a lot can change, but still those hurricane plans need to be in place in case something does happen. Unfortunately, there is that chance that it could do something like this. Or there is that chance that it could do something like this. It looks like another U.S. landfall is on the cards, though, with this system. So currently winds of 100 miles per hour, latitude of 26.4 degrees north, longitude of 69.2 degrees west, advisory number 26. And you can see here those tropical storm force and hurricane force winds are a lot smaller than Irma up here, which is a behemoth with a tropical storm force wind field like this, despite its only 45-mile-an-hour winds, as it continues to head up and is about to die out. But still, the system, very uncertain where the system is going to go. Hopefully not towards the United States. If we do take a look, though, here is the weather models. Here we are 24 hours time, 48 hours time, 72 hours time, 96 hours time, and 120 hours time. So these are expecting it to recurve off the coast. The official forecast, though, showing something like this and showing great uncertainty on both sides of the spectrum. So great uncertainty within this, although it is looking like, luckily for the United States, this is going to be headed out to sea. Beyond that, though, things are uncertain. There could be a New York hit or something like that. GFS having it pull a Sandy kind of thing. Here is the intensity guidance for Hurricane Jose, and you can see here still maintaining Category 1 intensity at this time. And then showing it still being a Category 1, Cat 1, Cat 1, maybe Cat 2, still maybe Cat 2, maybe I'd give it a Cat 2 at 96. And then at 120, I'd definitely be giving it a Cat 2 in intensity. We'll just have to see what happens. And also, when you are making weather forecasts, ignore this TCLP model. It's awful, so just ignore that one in particular. And then also ignore the H-mini, which goes way too aggressively with forecasting. So TCLP, not aggressive enough. H-mini, way too aggressive. So those are the basic things to look out for if you're trying to forecast this stuff yourself. That's what I have to say there. Here we are now at tropicaltidbits.com. If I go to the forecast models, I do want to show the GFS's Jose scenario. And the intensity I don't want you to worry about so much, but more the location it's going to. Because it doesn't matter if it's a hurricane or not. Hurricanes don't always have the wind as a rain threat, but you can see it going well north of the Bahamas there. But a 939 storm, which means it's very intense. If you see that go below 950, that is a very intense storm. And so we're down to 939. Now we're down to 934. And here's what we got. We got Jose off the coast of the Carolinas, probably about 100 miles offshore, maybe 200. Far enough away that they won't be getting any winds. But here's what I find so interesting about this. This gets down to a 932 system. Now it starts to strengthen again. Then this particular run does take it out to sea, but if I take a look at the 12 Zulu run, this is showing it right into New York. You can see that right there. So let me go back. And this is what I'm talking about with all this uncertainty. Because here we are right about now. And here it is, Jose, still going well north of the Bahamas. Taking a slightly farther southern track and a much closer to the Carolinas track. And that's going to head straight in to New York. And that's what that one predicts. But look at 18Z. 18Z showing this going well out to sea. So that's just some showing of uncertainty. Then here's a thing a little bit better predicting intensity. So here's 6 hours time. This is showing the system weakening down to a tropical storm. And then we're strengthening into a hurricane as it continues to head along towards the Bahamas. And showing it as a tropical storm. So this is an interesting model because it's not showing this thing maintaining that hurricane intensity like we've been largely expecting from Jose. So that's another interesting point. And then here's a model that I actually look at a lot, and a lot of weather people are probably going to hate on me for this, but here's why I look at this. This model has helped me a lot. And that is because it can tell you if this is going to be a Category 5 system. Oops, must have clicked on an ad. There we go. So, we're back here, but if this shows a Category 1 hurricane, then I can almost guarantee you it's a Cat 5. And there you go, you see that Cat 1. But I can't guarantee it this time because most of the time it's in a very wide kind of thing. But you can see that small bit of Cat 1. And every single time with Irma, with Napartak in Matthew, all these storms, the CMC always had a Cat 1 on them, and I expected them all to be Cat 5s because of it. You can see there another Cat 5 part. So, this is also giving me a good indication that Jose could be a Category 5, as it does head up here. Not for certain, not as certain as I normally am, but it's still possible. Well, I do hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button down below. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. And I hope to see you in the next video. This is Microcasting St. Louis, signing out.